Hey, happy Friday everyone. I hope you're all having an amazing day so far, and given that there's a lot of things to talk about right now about what's going on over at Disney and Lucasfilm, specifically with their Star Wars slate, their Marvel slate, and everything, of course, Disney movie-wise, there's a lot of drama happening between IGER and the board, and exactly what's going on with the Disney boycott, as we discussed previously. But what's even all the more intriguing has a lot to do with actress Daisy Ridley, and specifically what's going on with specific Star Wars films, as Disney is beginning to embrace a lot of cutbacks, and of course reducing Star Wars material, and really kind of reinventing their roadmap that will be displayed at D23. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. I'm also on Twitter at Mike01. I thank you all so very much for the great and kind support. And let's get right into exactly what's up with Star Wars. Now, we know that there's a lot of things going on right now between the movies and the TV shows because of the writer's strike and everything going on with SAG right now, and it's only creating a recipe for disaster. I mean, the 3 movies have already gone through multiple delays. You know, we're talking about the Rey film, the James Mangold Dawn of the Jedi film, as well as Dave Filoni's Heir to the Empire film, as a lot of people like to call it. Those 3 movies are potentially facing yet another delay. But on top of this, there's more drama happening with actress Daisy Ridley and why she's getting herself into a lot more trouble with, of course, the Disney higher-ups and many of those over at Lucasfilm. Let's discuss. Now, on top of all of this, with Disney placing all of their bets on Star Wars Ahsoka for John and Dave to course-correct Star Wars and to reignite that momentum again, Lucasfilm is currently having even more trouble with Daisy Ridley for the Rey-centered Star Wars film that is supposed to begin filming by April of 2024. A couple of weeks ago, Daisy Ridley was requesting a higher payout for her role as, of course, Rey, who will be presented as Rey Skywalker in the film. She is being paid half than what she was for The Rise of Skywalker, and this opened a can of worms and drama behind the scenes. Now the biggest development coming out of that is, of course, everything to do with Daisy Ridley and how she is even making herself go into a tougher spot with Disney that is putting her role at risk and herself into trouble, is that Daisy is demanding a higher amount of screen time to become more prominent in this movie, since she is being treated like a supporting character in this film. Since the script for the movie is not just finished yet and on pause from the writer's strike, Daisy has taken this opportunity to make these heavy demands with Disney and those over at Lucasfilm. Disney is said to already have a backup plan now on full blast on recasting Daisy if things get too out of hand, and that they are reportedly not caving in and not giving in to upping her payout, nor are they giving in to upping her screen time either, since this movie is said to be having, of course, a very strict budget, since it is described to be a smaller scale film. Now, guys, let me say one thing about this real quick, is that nobody wants a Rey movie, alright? And for those of you that do, that's fine, but for the majority of fans, like the die-hard fans here, the people that would really see a movie out there in theaters like 4 or 5 times, maybe even 6 times if it's that good, none of those types of people are going to see this Rey movie. I can almost guarantee that. About 90% of people are never even asked for a Rey film. I mean, let's be real here. Nobody asked for this, nobody wanted this, and writer Stephen Knight is really doubling down on making, of course, this movie to really kind of focus on Rey becoming the new Luke, essentially, of rebuilding the Jedi Order and really taking his legacy from Star Wars Legends. That's basically what it really boils down to. Now, look, we know that the writer's strike is only going to continue, and sadly, it's not going to end as predicted by, of course, a lot of movie productions out there by this August. It's not going to stop by then, from what it seems. It could very well go into the fall, and expect yet another delay or a new series of release dates at D23 for many projects related to Star Wars, Marvel, etc. And it's only going to keep getting worse and worse if this writer's strike and everything to do with SAG does not resolve soon. I mean, let's be honest. So, A lot of this, by the way, has to do with the rise of streaming. There's a lot of issues at hand with that too. But moving to the next thing, Daisy reportedly gave Lucasfilm an ultimatum that she is not willing to stay on this project unless her demands are met, and now writer Stephen Knight is even getting involved at last minute to officially label her as a main character and to give her more scenes in the script once writing starts up again. Disney's patience with Ridley is reportedly growing very thin right now due to all the strikes that are going on that have halted production on many Star Wars projects, including Mandalorian 4 and other planned announcements now on halt. The board have also discussed the possibility of full-on canceling the Rey film altogether if the strikes do get out of hand. So there you have it. There's another big problem that lies within Disney, is that they always announce these things and then they just kind of put them in limbo mode, you know? So, look, we still have this movie in the works. They still plan on to begin filming by April of 2024. To be honest, guys, I don't see that happening. And we'll go back to this video months and months from now, to see where we stand on that. But I really don't see them filming by April of 2024. 2 reasons. The script is not done. You know, Stephen Knight at least has another month and a half to finish it because the ending is not fulfilled. We talked about this many times. And number 2, they still haven't gone through the entire casting yet. And that takes quite a long time as well. You know, to garner up your main cast and then your supporting character cast, stuff like that. Takes a lot of time. And then you gotta build sets, you gotta do all these different things ahead of time and get that rolling. And I don't really see them, honestly, realistically. If anything, they'll begin filming by the summer of next year. That seems more realistic to me, not April. And I'm talking about like late summer. I'm talking like August. So we'll have to see where this all leads, to be honest with you guys. But anyway, on top of this too, what makes matters even worse is Daisy, you know, you guys may believe that Daisy has a point here. I don't know what your point of view is on this, but basically the reason why she has such a problem with this is that her screen time is treated much like how it is in Rise of Skywalker, but in the movie she's treated like a supporting character and she's labeled as a supporting character. So now she wants to up her screen time even more to kind of one-up that and to also up her pay amount. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Ridley is just not getting roles. She probably knows that she has to bank on this film to really be like, you know, an up-and-coming actress, if anything, or something to kickstart her career. And if this falls apart, you know, I think that she pretty much has come to the realization that she's not going to get a lot of blockbuster roles in Hollywood. Simply put, the only people that really did after Star Wars were Oscar Isaac and Adam Driver. I mean, those are the 2 most successful ones, even before Star Wars, technically. I mean, they got more roles definitely after Episode 9, but guys, I would really love to hear your take on this drama and everything that's going on between Ridley, the Rey film, New Jedi Order movie, whatever have you, and more. So yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoy the content for today. Make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.